Whoa, we are too hot in the business. Whoa, about to make a movie independent. Whoa, need new trucks independent. Whoa, I need you to listen to the vision. Whoa, all your verses sound like dirty dishes. Whoa, I'm about to clean them in the kitchen. Whoa, and we making money by the minute. Whoa, I'm about to do it way different. God. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living. Icon living. I am just an icon living. I am not a mind, I'm a menace. It's wild, you can lie like a professor. I don't got the time to put you on a stretcher. Whoa, we are too hot in the business. Whoa, about to make a movie independent. Whoa, need new trucks independent. Whoa, I need you to listen to the vision. Whoa, all your verses sound like dirty dishes. Whoa, I'm about to clean them in the kitchen. Whoa, and we making money by the minute. Whoa, I'm about to do it way different. God. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living. Icon living. I am just an icon living. I am just an icon living. I am not a mind, I'm a menace. It's wild, you can lie like a professor. I don't got the time to put you on a stretcher.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. This is Reasonable Doubt Fridays with another episode of Reasonable Doubt. A lot of stuff happened in this episode, y'all. Like a lot in this 1 hour. I feel like it was a lot. But let me see what the guests backstage say, because y'all know I'm not here to talk about this by myself, because it is some things to talk about in this episode. Ashley, did you feel like a lot happened in this episode, or was it just me? You on mute?
I did. I feel like a lot happened, and then I feel like nothing happened too. You know what I'm saying? It felt like there was a lot of moving parts, but I'm like, where did we really get to? Did we really reach any resolve by the end of the episode? This was probably my least favorite episode of the season, honestly. But yeah, I mean, they did stuff. Stuff definitely happened.
They did. Yes, I mean, I ain't see, it wasn't a whole lot of solutions to anything, but I think it was some stuff that, that kind of happened a little bit in this episode. Yeah. Tyra, what about you? Do you feel like some stuff happened?
I mean, that dream happened. Nothing happened that we didn't expect to happen with Jax and her little trifling husband, but I was expecting us to get further along in the case, and it's like we were one place in the case and we left this episode somewhere completely different, and I don't really know what direction we're going in now. So
yeah, we went somewhere with this case, and I'm so confused about what we're doing now. But we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna have some fun, and let's get into this episode, y'all. Episode 6. How many episodes of Reasonable Doubt is it this season? Do you know, Ashley?
At least 8, maybe 10, but at least 8.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
So you don't know is what you're saying.
Yeah, I know at least 8. I know we'll be here at least for 8, at least 2 more, but it could be 10.
It sounds like punishment. We'll be here.
I kind of would hope it would be 10, because I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up in 2 more episodes. I don't know where they're going with this to wrap it up, unless they feel like they ain't got enough to wrap up and they do it at 8. But I feel like it's a lot more going on than 2 episodes. And of course, before we get started, welcome, chat.
There's 10 guys.
There's 10.
There's 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like, we got a little bit more than 2 episodes worth to wrap up. Of course, we have to start off tonight with something that ain't got nothing to do with the episode. We got to take it over to the men now. We did a couple of weeks of our favorite TV lawyers, shouting out the women lawyers. Let's show some of these men attorneys some love this evening. Tyra, now if you were Chanel, okay, and Jabari got knocked upside the back of the head and you ain't do it, but somebody else did, but you want them to think you did it, who you calling?
I just feel like Corey's doing an exceptional job. I wouldn't call anybody else here. There's nobody else to call when Corey Cash is on the job. Like, I mean, William and Ron are over there, but I don't want to look at William and Ron. I want to see Corey.
Chat, I would like to know, who are you calling? Okay, if something happened to you, are we calling Jax? Okay, are we calling her fine new partner Corey? Are we calling William Dent? Okay, because even when Joan left the law firm, William was there. Not only was William there, William made senior partner, had that office, got them good paychecks. And now if we take it over to Ron from Law and Order, this the man right here. Okay, this is 88. Okay, he gets the job done. Okay, so let me know, Ashley, who you calling if you were Chanel?
Yeah. Listen, much respect to William. Respect that man. He had the big, strong, long braid. So I know he was good at his job. However, if I'm a single woman, fighting for my freedom, we're going to go with Big Daddy Corey all day. Listen, because it could be, this is for the case, right? I need him for my case. But then what happens after the case? I think he'd be great for aftercare. I think he can talk me through it. So I'm going to step aside Corey.
Wait. Okay.
Now, pretty girl Danny, we got to put some respect on Ron's name. That's Courtney B. Vance, okay? That's Courtney B. Vance from Law and Order. And not only has Courtney B. Vance played a lawyer on Law and Order, he's also played on the O.J. Simpson story. Okay, he played Johnny Cochran. Okay, he had me convinced. I feel like at this point, Courtney B. Vance got an honorary law degree. And I'm gonna call Ron any day because he's gonna go hard in the paint when I really need him to. I want to call Corey, but if I call him, it's gonna have to be for something else. Not this. I'm gonna make the call, but it can't be for this. Drop in the chat, y'all. Who we got? We calling Jax? Are we gonna call William? We calling Ron, or are we calling Corey? If you are Chanel, drop it in the chat. Shout out to the already 40 people that's joined us tonight. Welcome, welcome. Hope you all seen this episode. If not, we're spoiling it. So just to let you know. Okay. Hey, this is not a spoiler-free review. It never is. But moving into the episode, it started up where we left off in episode 5 with young man here. We calling some of everything. Mr. Young Man here, trying to pull up on Jax with some ulterior motives, and at least this time she had a backup plan, because she had old boy who always down for the get down. In the back said, "Look, you can point that gun at me all you want to, but my homeboy gonna call the police if you don't hear from me. So what we doing? What we doing?" And in the wise words of Ice-T and Leprechaun in the Hood, "You ain't no gangster. Sit down. I told y'all last time he wasn't gonna pop off. I said he ain't that kind of guy. He's not him." Tyra, did you think he was really gonna do something?
Hell no, wasting my time, wasting our time. We could have, like I said, any time that we spent with this little fella in his storyline, it does nothing for me. It takes me nowhere, and I'm about sick and tired of seeing the middle of Jack's forehead scrunch up. I don't want to see that no more. I'm tired of seeing that. I swear we get forehead scrunch up every single episode, and we knew nothing was gonna come of this. At least this time she had sense enough to have the investigator Bay waiting outside.
Exactly. Ashley, did you think that what is his name? Aubrey?
Adrian.
Did you think he was
girl? One thing about it, can't go mess up these names.
Did you think he was about to pop off for real, pointing that gun half cocked? He probably even got no bullets.
No, he wasn't even going, but he's not gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. Also, why is the blicky back there like that? I always think that they're going to shoot off like a butt cheek. I really hate that when they just stick it in the creases. You know what I mean? Because what else do you put back there? I don't like that at all. And I really don't like Adrian. But to your point, Jax would have been in the same situation that she was in the end of season 1 had Daniel not volunteered to go with her. Jax is out here, to me, in my opinion, moving recklessly. You don't know this man. Her discernment is nowhere. She I'm surprised how she's so successful in her law career because she can't read anybody. She can't read anybody correctly. But no, Adrian is sorry. He's a simp in the worst way. And he's not about anything. I thought we were hopefully going to see him unalived this episode. I thought White Mark was going to take him out, but we didn't even get that satisfaction. So
gotta come. He gotta go. He gotta die. I don't know what they doing with that white man in the prison in the Pinko. What they gonna do? He gonna get hit. He gotta go. There's no use for this young man.
I thought we was gonna. I said because if we pulling something out, we need to make something happen. We need to make something shake. And all he did was waste my time. Yeah. And Jax, knowing that she put herself in a situation to trigger her, Jax, do you want to get well? Like, do you care about your mental health at all? Because what we do is after we come home, after we've re-traumatized ourselves, because nobody told her to go over there. If a little man would have called me, I would have showed up with the police with me. I would called them and said they meet him at the door, not me. They waiting for you at the door. But no, she puts herself in this situation, re-traumatizing herself. Go home, drink, hop on top of Lewis, and then go and tell the therapist, I'm good. I'm just, just feel like something gonna happen. But ain't nothing wrong with me. Everything is good. Ashley, how is this helping?
It's not helping anything. And then you go to your therapist and lie and don't even tell her about this thing. And I was like, girl, what's the point? So we just going just to say we're going at this point. Jax has no desire to heal, in my opinion. Jax is just getting by at this point. And I know one thing. After a traumatic event like that, going there to that lopsided Gumby fade high top is not going to make me feel any better. Looking Lewis in his lopsided hairline is not going to make me feel better. Sitting on it is not going to make me feel better. And I don't even think him addressing the box even made her feel better, really, because he couldn't even perform right. Lewis, to me, in that forehead is useless. I'm sick of seeing him. At this point, I guess he and Jax do deserve each other, but I'm over it. I was tired. Like, I don't care. Like, in this whole thing, like, ooh, we're going to bring the sexual tension. I don't feel it between them. Nothing about their interactions turn me on. They don't get me moist. They don't tweak my melons. It does nothing for me. I'm over it. I'm over it. Divorce this man, Jax. Divorce this man.
I was this close to doing a Lewis tribute because I said we be going in too harsh on him. I was this close. And then I seen this foolishness. I said, I'm not going to waste my time on you, Lewis. Tyra, how is this helping her in her healing journey?
It's not. She, Jax is lying to herself. Like, Ashley said everything I wanted to say and more, but she lost me in the scene where she was like, "Yeah, I've been a bad girl and I want to put your penis in my mouth." I said, "Ugh, Louis penis? That one? That's
exactly
that. You came home to put that in your mouth? That's tweaking your melons, huh, Jack? That's gonna make you feel better." It made me cringe. I was like, ugh. I literally yelled, ugh. And I that's not what we're supposed to be getting when this is supposed to be, a hot scene that's really flipping into Lewis having performance anxiety because he's lying to her. Both of them are just Decepticons, and they need to divorce right away.
And she had to take her little sippy sip just to get to that place.
Ugh. Ugh.
That needs to be on a shirt. Ugh.
It bothers me. I was like, ugh.
If they got to do this before they hop on over there. If this is what we got to do to get to this place, and then we go and sit down and tell the therapist everything's fine. Why are you wasting your money and that lady's time? It might be somebody out there that's really wanting to do the work, and you taking their time.
Why are they subtracting so much from what could be attractive qualities for Lewis? There's nothing attractive, like his attire, the wardrobe they have him, the fade, got that damn hand wrap on. It's just not appealing. And
I really do be trying, y'all. I be trying to give him some kind of leeway, and every time he mess it up. Every time he's gonna mess it up every time.
That's Kay because you remembering him in a different time in a different era, and
I do. I'm still trying to give him Mr. Basketball, professional pro baller. Hit the floor, muscular talk, and I get here and it just. I tried. So after she meet up with Alan, they go and sit at the table again. Look, so I got some information. Let's flip the story on him. Okay, we're gonna pull him to the stand because you know what, y'all. I think he did it, and I want him to say that he did it because this is what I think. I think this is a crime of passion. We gonna get him to admit that he did it, so I can get my friend out of jail. Now I ain't gonna tell her that this the plan, but I'm gonna tell y'all this is what we doing. Did y'all think that this was a good plan, Ashley? Is this new strategy a good strategy?
The way that she went in there with all the confidence in the world, like, yep, that's it. The case is solved. Like, we're going to get Adrian on the stage, and he loves this woman so much that whether he did it or not, he is going to admit to unaliving JT. Shut up, Jax. Jax, I don't know what they're trying to do. That's what I'm saying. This was my least favorite episode of the season so far because I don't believe any lawyer does this, right? I think as a lawyer, you plan for every eventuality, right? She laid this on the table like that's it. Like case closed. We're going to go up there. He's going to admit to everything. We're going to make Chanel look like she is winner chicken dinner. And that's it. Case solved. Case over. Girl, like since when are you the judge, jury, all of that? Jack, sit down somewhere. Like let's be rational. And maybe it's her issues of not healing, Kay. Maybe it's that past trauma. You can speak to that better than I can. But I was like, girl, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Nothing is ever going to go according to your plan. And the fact that her two little sycophants, her people, oh, Jax, that's perfect. That's going to be amazing. And even Corey being like, okay, Jax, in theory, did it sound okay? Sure, but no. Like, we have to think of all of the worst possible outcomes in this moment. He ain't gonna get up there and take that case for Chanel. Ain't that much love in the world. Because if he really loved her, he would have talking about, but I wish I did. Boy, shut up. You could have kept that. Like, unless you're gonna get up here and confess, I don't even want you here, Adrian.
Tyra, was this a good strategy? Because she came in there, that was like, yes, that's gonna get it right there, Jax. We about to get Chanel about to get out of prison with this one, and y'all gonna be best friends all over again. This the one. Is this the one?
We weren't making it out of Sing Pelican Bay with this one. I don't know what skit this was. I was like, what the hell is this? I thought this was a fantasy. I didn't know what was happening. It was 2 moments where I was like, oh, she got to be dreaming. This got to be fake. This is a surreal moment. The other one was, but I was like, oh, this really happened? And then just even with the strategy, this isn't even her strategy. I'd like to see whatever conversation she had with Juju B. Jones, Jr., Jeremy. I don't know. Whatever conversation they had, because when it does happen, she's like, why did you do that? So, well, he told me to. He told me to do this. Like, Jax is just giving very useless. She's not as poignant of a lawyer as she presented herself to be with the writing in that first season, because she just really felt like she was on it. Here, it's just, I'm sick of a little sycophants too. Like the fact she can't even tell a baby thank you. Girl, go away. Go away from me with this. This didn't make any sense. And even in this moment, I was expecting Corey to be like, well, hold on. He's just like, no, that's all right. We working well together. I was like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Get to the next episode because I don't care about anything that's going on here.
She deboed his whole case. Is this not his case? She just on the team. And she just decided to come in there and now play. I'm the captain now. And she really thought she had something there, y'all. She felt good about herself that day. I can't even, maybe she just needed a win and they wanted to see her happy for once. Because the way they was looking, I don't even think they really thought that was a good plan. But they cheer for her anyway because that's their friend.
This is just random. Even with I don't know if you have a slide for that, but with the assistants, like, I'm married to a woman. I was like, where are these random things coming from? For what? What is happening? Who wrote this episode?
Somebody that was rooting for Jax. It was all a dream. Y'all, I was about to flip this whole, oh my God. I wanted to turn the whole TV off after I seen what was about to happen. They got me so upset because I said, I know I know that I know I ain't seeing what I'm thinking I'm seeing. And then it was what Corey of all the people. Ashley, help me. Did you get upset or was it just me?
So here's the thing. I told y'all this was going to happen. I said in some capacity we are going to see them go to the jungle. And so when I saw it play out, I said this can't be real. Like Jax be thought pocketing out here. We saw it last season, but right now she doesn't really have a reason. It gave Corno, you know what I'm saying? That's what it gave. Like I come into the room, yeah, great job on the case today. Bow, 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 bow. The music starts playing. Let me sit you on the conference table and go to work. You know what I mean? And I was so in that moment, I was like, no, she's not Tatiana like that. And so I knew something, but I'm just glad that Corey's heart has been revealed. But even in this, y'all, they didn't give us enough. I didn't see no skin from Mr. Corey Cash. I ain't see him drop them draws. I didn't see any of the things that I would have needed to see to make this scene really work for me. But yeah, I mean, you know, they're pulling stunts this episode. So no, it didn't surprise me. Again, she's not this much of a Tatiana to just know words and we commence to screwing on the conference room table. You know, and then it wasn't even good and deep. Like, you know what I mean? I want to see him break a sweat. Like, let's get into it a little bit more if we're gonna even approach it in the dream. Why not? It's a dream. There's no limits, Kay. So if I have any complaints, it's that they didn't take it all the way there.
You know, I can't. Shout out to the almost 60 people in here. Y'all, let's keep running this up. Keep running it up. Let me tell you, me looking at them, I felt like I was looking at Maddie and Officer Platt, because what they was doing was getting on my nerves, and I got up. I had the same anger that I had watching Lady in the Lake. Tyra, how did you feel about this? Was you here for it?
You already know. This is the last thing I wanted to see. Like, Jax is just the only heifer walking, right? Like, Corey, you could have had anybody, honey. You could have had anybody. What? It's not giving what y'all thought it gave. What pissed me off the most about this scene is that I knew it was a dream. If we're gonna go there and take it there, at least give it to us in a way to where we might maybe think, oh, this is really happening. Oh my gosh. I never thought that this was happening. I just, you know, I was here for the Usher. The Confessions album is undefeated. I'm always gonna be here for that. I was, you know, I guess they tried to subvert it, because maybe with the hug, we would have maybe thought like, oh, Jax is having a wet dream. But no, it's like, oh, it's me. And then he looked down like, you know, I'm not even mad at that. I'm you know, you gave me something to think about. It just wasn't. I don't want to do. If we're gonna do it, it's like they're building it up, and they had to find a way to have Corey display some emotion or some type of sexual thing towards her to know that he does have interest in Jax. But I'm like, I just don't care. I don't care to see them sleep together. Jax is not good for anybody as a woman, a spouse. So you need a wife to be a lawyer. You need to find a good wife and build a team. Jax is not that. Like, I'm not interested. I don't care. Ew.
If only he just, again, like, even if y'all was gonna take, we could have seen some. I sweat us back. I don't something. This just
they showed his chest a little bit, like her in the pants and all. I'm like, oh, can we please?
But they want to show Lewis' little bird chest every chance they get. Come on, guys. Come on.
And then I feel like with Morris, you know, that the Morris, a man of a, you know, he's on a Boris culture. Like, I got a wife, I got a woman. I was surprised she got to kiss him that much.
But the way he was pumping away them last 3 minutes of episode 1, I expected a stellar.
You know, that's a little different. It was a couple of pumps. We behind. Like, this is, you know, there's a barrier.
He's been doing this all his life. He can give us something.
She's trying to put that tongue on Morris.
He's been doing it all his life. She's used to it. Just like Idris Elba's wife said, this is our man. Okay. She said, I know the deal. I know what I signed up for. He know what he signed up for. Y'all could have gave us a little bit something else. Because all this did was get us upset.
When they just, ruin that little facade of the shambles of a marriage, he's gonna just run, and it's gonna be a moment where they just come on and get it over with, let them sleep together, and let's just have at it, please.
And then make it awkward and cringy.
It better be good, okay? If they sleep together and it's trash, I swear, after we've been looking at Lewis for how many episodes now, with his slow strokes in the night, I don't want to see
it. They are pushing Lewis on us. They are pushing him. They want us to like him so bad.
I don't want to see Lewis in them grandpa strokes. It just gets old. I don't care.
Lewis.
I want to see Mars. If we're gonna do it, let's go full throttle. Even though I don't want to see them sleeping together.
He's giving. I don't know this. I don't want to see it. Can't he just have somebody else come back into the picture that we don't know about? Let's step into the light of something else. Because going over to Jackson, because he's going to the dark side, and you know what? I don't want that for him. Before we move on along, I want to take a moment to shout out our channel members. You all, we have Blockbuster Movie Night Watch Along tomorrow night after KillerCon. Okay, we're watching Vampire in Brooklyn, members only. So y'all look at everybody's channel has a membership. Go ahead and hit those memberships up. Shout out to our newest channel members. Shout out to our new channel members.
Thank you.
If you want to be a part of Movie Night Watch Along, we had it last Saturday. It was a blast. People in the chat who was there, y'all let them know. We're doing it again this Saturday, kicking off spooky season. Vampire in Brooklyn, Saturday night. Let's take a moment to shout out to the subbies and the channel members, the sweet peas, the strugglers, the final girls, the final guys.
Strugglers happen.
Yes, I'm making strugglers happen. Okay, shout out to all of the channel members. We want to say thank you, just real quick, like.
Do not turn me down, just don't turn me up. Roscoe Dash was fun. It's how that we all the way.
Thank you.
DJ turn me up, break it to the man. I got lots of ballers, I be blowing sad. Polo on my to that turn the man. I be so turned up, I be swagging to the man.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you. And again, everybody's links are in their comment section. They on the channel. And we'll see all the members tomorrow night for Watch Along. Getting back into this episode. Now here's something we probably ain't really gonna want to talk about, but we gotta talk about it anyway.
Oh, she's not having a good time with this episode, okay?
I wanted to lighten the mood before we came over to here. One thing we hate is an annoying child in the television show. Oh my God. I don't care about these children at all. I don't care about what's in his secret drawer. I don't even want to know why she's on making TikTok videos, doing her little dance. You know what? She just like her mama and her grandma. That's all I chalk it up to. You're just like your mama, and your mama just like your grandma. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I need it to stop. And you know what? They're not alone in the most annoying TV kids. I have up here my list of most annoying television children, and y'all drop in the comments, okay?
Why is Steve Urkel not here?
Okay, because see, he wasn't that bad. Okay, he was smart, he was kind. I thought about putting him on there, but I was like, you know what? He brought a lot to. We loved Steve Urkel a little bit. He wasn't as annoying as some of these people. Like, go home, Roger.
Go home, Roger.
Always getting on somebody's nerves. We got Tariq St. Patrick. Okay, he's the one. I blame him for getting his own twin sister killed. I mean, now I do like him on Ghost. I enjoy him there, but on Power, the original show, got on my last nerves. Okay, see, then we're gonna kick it over to Martin, because why was Roscoe always at the door with his snotty ass nose? Okay, and he was nosy. was nosy and rude. Then for all of my Game of Thrones fans, if you like me, then I know Sansa got on your nerves those first couple seasons. I felt bad for her after they made her,
couple seasons. Sansa didn't come into her own, maybe, and if she even came into her own, it was the last season or the second to last.
yes, after she met what's old boy name that they married her off to, and then I felt sorry for her.
Ramsay Bolton.
Yes, after they made her marry, but before then, all she did was whine and annoy and whine and annoy, and it's just like I actually before then didn't care if they took her out or not. But yes, please let me know in the chat. Who is the most annoying kids to you, Tyra? Why aren't they paying enough attention to these children? What is going on with them? And who is your most annoying TV kid?
No, it's definitely Tariq's ass down there. I don't watch none of that Power Universe books, Secret Ghost section because of him. I can't stand that little boy. Don't want to see him in nothing. I don't want to see him in nothing in the future. Just based off of him letting his sister get doing that, just sitting there in snow and letting it happen. I don't want to see Tariq. No. I don't have nothing for these children. Shout out to, them getting work and them acting. But in comparison to that first season, they have absolutely no clue what to do with these children who are aging and how to incorporate them into the show properly. They are such an afterthought, and it just comes off as unnatural and unnecessary. They don't need no kids. I don't know how we could do a boarding school situation or do a
boarding school.
Judy, not that they went up the stairs and never came down, but hey, maybe they went just somewhere and they're gone for an extended period of time. And we get a reference call or a reference conversation and we don't see them. We don't know what to do with them, so they need to figure that out. It drags down the show. Sorry to them children.
Ashley, what you got to say about freaking Frack over here? And who is your most annoying TV kid?
Child, with her little back out. Girl, what are you doing? But again, this is what no parenting does, a lack of attentive parenting. Daddy out there worried about the bastard snow child, and he has secret drawers, so he's going to come out, I guess, in the next episode or two, because he really, whatever they're setting up, I don't want to see it. I don't care about it. F them kids is how I feel about it, because they never needed children in this dynamic. If they weren't going to properly develop these babies in the show, why even cast them? Why even make this the, two children and a dog situation? We didn't need it because, again, y'all don't care about them kids. Them kids could be doing anything. Y'all are worried about her making a TikTok when I'm sure there's way worse things happening out here that y'all just don't pay attention to. Or when you get a chance, you kill the little dream he might have had. That they didn't even develop that. Again, aggravating and no shade to these babies in real life. I blame this purely solely on the writers, because what are you doing? We didn't need that. Now, as far as these kids, I honestly like Roscoe. I think he served his purpose on the show. And I think he served his purpose. He was there for the comic relief. I liked him. So immediately we're going to keep him. Go home, Roger. Roger was aggy as heck, and I just can't even believe that them braids was a look back then. I can't believe that my peers was after him. I myself was a Romeo type of girl back in those days. But the way they loved Marquise down, I'll never understand it. But he's still not the worst, because Roger came with something sometimes. He came with some help sometimes, to get us out of a situation. So it's between Sansa and Tariq, and it's going to be Sansa for me because I had to endure her longer. She was useless as a character. I think she made womankind look bad. You were fiending after that little maniac Joffrey. Then when that didn't work, turned your back on your blood. You're the reason Ned's head is gone. I don't care, Sansa. You're the reason, sis. And then you were just weak the whole time. You didn't get any cojones until after you married, what's his name? Ramsay. And Theon, ended up having to come to your rescue. Again, she was always the damn damsel in distress, and it pisses me off. So Sansa forever in my mind is the most annoying.
And I got re-triggered because she the one that told when Jon Snow told them the truth about his real parenting. She had to go back and tell Tyrion. Tyrion told the spider, and then all hell broke loose. And she know what she did. You know what? She made me mad all over again.
Yeah. But
She
Tariq
ran
is
her
bad.
mouth on
He's the
purpose.
devil. Nicole says, Ashley, I was rolling with you until you chose Sansa over Tariq. I had to endure Sansa for way longer. And I was more invested in Game of Thrones than I was in Power at the time. So that's the logic behind that choice. I know it's controversial.
I think Tariq redeemed himself at some level, some kind of way. I don't know. On Ghost, he redeemed him, but at Power, I couldn't stand him at all. But I think he's come around somewhat. But y'all, yes, please drop in the chat. Who is the most annoying TV kid? Even if it's on this list, Tyra said we should have put Steve Urkel on here. We could be talk about Kimmy from what is it, Full House? It's some annoying kids out here, but these was my top picks. Who's y'all's most annoying TV kids, or is your most annoying TV kid these two right here on Reasonable Doubt that they just keep popping up at random times to give us more information about their lives that don't even matter because the parents don't
That could
care
be a
one way
whole
or the
live
other.
in itself, Kay. The most annoying TV kids, because I know that there's a plethora. I know there's some untapped gems out there where we've cussed and rolled our eyes in our head. So yeah, this has to be discussed in further detail.
a whole thing on there, and make sure we put them two on there. The Reasonable Doubt children. Now, Pauletta, I know that ain't her name on the show, but this is Pauletta Washington. Now, Pauletta, how you end up in the hospital? Because you said, I got to diet so I could look good for my man. And now your ass laid up in the hospital. And where he at? Where he at, though? Ashley, where he at, though?
Nowhere to be found, because this is going to sound bad, y'all. Don't judge me, okay? Don't nobody want you. Pauletta, Jack's mama, ain't nobody checking for you, girl. Talking about, well, Beyonce could do the cayenne lemonade diet, and you are no Sharon Stone, ma'am. You are
ain't
no
one of them young
Beyonce.
gals. What you doing?
Like, what are you thinking about in real life? Her life is centered around men. That's the character that we've come to know about Jack's mom. A man is always going to be first. A man is always going to be the male gaze is always what she's going to be striving to like attain. That's just who she is as a character. So this was par for the course for me. I wouldn't have been mad if she'd have been taken out, though. I wouldn't have been mad if she would have flatlined. I'm over her. I'm over seeing her. I don't like the dynamic. I really hate the narrative. And I really hate that they really haven't gotten to the bottom of the issues that they have as mother and child. Like, Jack still is harboring resentment because this lady's still bringing up this dead man who groomed her child. Like, I don't know. I really hate it. But I mean, I guess it's real life for some people, and Jack's always being there to help her pick up the pieces. But I wouldn't have been mad if it had been more than just her falling out. Sorry to this lady.
And Jack's talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the whole day of work off to sit with you. Where's the man that caused you to be able to? Do he know that your old ass was over here trying to diet just so that you can look good going to? What, you are not Beyonce. Exactly, you ain't Beyonce. And then how you know that she did that diet and it worked? Are you one of the rich and the famous that this worked for, ma'am? What do you think, Tyra?
Kelly can go to hell. I don't know who yet. Kelly can go to hell. Like, I'm really sick of their dynamic. There's no growth happening. I expected them to be a little, not, anything super substantial, because we know where her mother is mentally herself. And she ain't been able to get beyond herself to even care about what's going on with Jax in real time. But if we don't end off this season with her sitting down on that couch with her mother for therapy, what is it all for?
Because they both need help, because the daughter looks like she's following in the same footsteps of her toxic mama. She one toxic mom after another. And now you want to be there for your mama and your child over there shaking it around town for some TikTok views.
With her back out. Because, girl, what how are we tying that shirt? Weird.
Exactly. And yeah, y'all looking all shocked. And then the thing is, Lewis again had to bring it to Jax. Because if you leave it up to her, she would have an OnlyFans right about now, and Jax wouldn't even realize what was happening until it was too late because she ain't paying attention. But she over here at the hospital with her grown behind mama trying to go and eliminate that. Lady, you too old for that foolishness. Knock it off. Now we back in court. We done brought little Adam into the courtroom. Cause Jax want to put his ass on the stand. And he come and flip a whole switch of a story. Because they're like, okay, this the plan. This is what we going to do. And he get in there and say, well, you know, I'm not the one who did. I wish I did. But what I will tell you, what I will say, y'all going to have to give me protection. But let me tell you something. Jamal took that money and was gambling with it and ain't even tell Chanel. And I ain't even want to tell her neither. I'm trying to keep her innocent because I know he was doing some foolishness. I was trying to protect her from him. But it's a whole ring. They out here doing Diddy parties out here, y'all. And they like, oh, now we need to turn the focus onto the Diddy parties. Tyra, what's going on with the Diddy parties and how do we ain't even
freak
say nothing about
offs.
Chanel? They were just like, oh, this what we doing? We need to turn it around and focus on that part.
Can we not make this the narrative of every show, every court case, make it a Diddy Epstein moment? Like how do we get from where we were to here? And what does that mean for Chanel? Like, I didn't like this dramatic leap of, well, yeah, we don't even care about that. This is a big fish. This is a big, case. And that just negates everything else that we've been, subjected to through, like, we've been hella invested in Chanel for how many episodes now? And we get here and it's like no longer about her and it's about a bigger situation. So what is she's scot-free now? Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Besides maybe some repercussions for that young man in that young suit for him, not holding his word and talking his ish in court and naming names, and they went to arrest old boy. But even, the lawyer over here, her storyline went absolutely nowhere. They put her out here as if she was this big fish. And I already knew where we were going once the tire was slashed. And I was like, okay, this is clearly her ex, the husband or whatever. I'm like, what? I don't care about her enough to care about whatever she may have going on with her. We haven't spent a lot of time with her for us to be like, oh no, not her and her son. We don't know them folks. We don't know those people. So when we get here and it's this, I just don't know. Is it still going to be some type of unveiling of, well, we thought it was one thing with Chanel, but it's actually this, and there's still a person? Because he said like he wish he had done it, but he didn't. But does Chanel not knowing about that money ahead of time just means that she didn't premeditate anything for money and now she's off? Like, what does this mean? I'm confused.
I'm trying to bring it back to because we abandoned this whole case to go get up the whole Rico case apparently that they got going on. Yes, Jasmine, we have seen Blink twice. We were still thinking about whether we was gonna talk about it or not, but we absolutely did see that. Ashley, what did you think here when they pulled the old switcheroo in the courtroom right here? We done got off track with the case.
Again, this is what preparing your witness is supposed to deal with, right? When I mean, I've seen enough lawyer shows to know what the protocol is. You get everything out on the table with your client, so there's no surprises when you get into the courtroom. That's why I was like, when she went in that room with her sleeves rolled up, like she really had the answer to everything. I was like, girl, sit down. So no, it didn't surprise me. I don't think we needed another Smex ring. Like, come on, guys, we get it. And it goes high up and we know that there's going to be implications. But what pissed me off most about this whole thing was how murky they left it. It was really muddied writing towards the end of this, because I was asking the same questions as Tyra, like, okay, what does that mean for Chanel? Like, we know it's an election year. We know the DA. We know you guys got immunity for Adrian, but what about Chanel? I feel like she was lost in the sauce because this is a high profile case. That DA, we hate her. You know what I mean? We hate her. So it's like, yeah. So what? Her crazy ex is out ready to unalive her. Maybe it's just her time. They, that's the problem. I think when people write characters without a ton of depth. And I get it's almost like network TV, right? Is what it kind of feels like. But I think you had time to flesh out a character, even if we had gotten scenes of her at home with her son, helping him with his homework or having like a heart to heart with him. That may have softened her for us, but you just have her being this maniac who won't even accept a donut, ready to throw the book at her without even knowing all of the details of the case, and then bring her stalker in like we're supposed to feel compassion. Like we just don't care. But again, this is what hubris, I guess, and bravado gets you in the case of Jax, because she didn't think this all the way through. And I still think Chanel is going to be in a lurch. It doesn't absolve Chanel, right? And I hate that they didn't give us resolution, because explain to the audience what this means. You have time to do that. You had time to do that in all these minutes in the middle of the wet dream. You could have told us this.
They didn't want to do that. They wanted us to meet Cash's father.
And we gonna talk about that. We ain't even gonna get that too much time. We just gonna give that a little bit. We seen enough of prosecuting attorney here on Teen Wolf trying to help her son while he was transforming into a werewolf. We don't need to see no more of her at this rate. You ain't no player. How many times you ain't no player? Okay? Get caught up every time. Every time. Why are you badgering this lady? She want that to be Ja'Cory's son so bad because he's a famous football player. She don't want you. She don't want you involved. She tired of looking at you. I'm tired of looking at you. Why you keep coming over there messing with this woman? Tyler, what is this problem? What is this problem?
Yeah, come on, because I gotta go in a minute. I've been waiting. I was hoping we was gonna get to her. That's your baby. Yes, it's me. Look here. I am so over Lewis and I'm not the kind of man. I'm a fuck. You a whole lot of a kind of a man right about now. We're not gonna they're still trying to make and present Lewis as a stand-up guy, even in this shicey situation. I'm not the kind of man who could just, have a baby out there and I'm just so stand up. Yet you're running around lying and getting secret paternity tests. I just don't care about any of this. I feel like they dragged us through this whole little scenario and all the paternity for it to not be his baby. Because what would y'all even do with that? Y'all can barely do something with 2 kids y'all got to write for it and to interject into that script. What would we even do with this plot and where would it go? I think this is just only placed here to give even more, as if they needed any more tension and dysfunction in their marriage. This is just like, oh, this is the ultimate betrayal. It's not my baby, but yeah, you lied to me, Lewis, and I'm gonna go find Morris. Like this is all this is for. Mm-hmm. That's all this is for, and I just do not care. Please. Ugh. I don't care.
Ashley, why is
talking about I'm a father? I'm a father. Boy, shut up and sit down somewhere. We really don't care. I made an appointment at my doctor's office, sir. What kind of doctor do you have? Is this a family practitioner? Like you have an OBGYN? This is a special test. You're getting a DNA test for an unborn baby. Like you can just go to your regular family practice doctor to get that done. I don't know. They lost me with that. I don't care. We know this thought pocket been throwing her hot pocket around all over the nation. She says she don't care. Let it ride. It's been done before, sir. You ain't really no kind of daddy. I get it. You're the house husband. You're what they got, but you still are oblivious because you're wrapped up in your own tangled web. Like Lewis is useless to me as a man, as a husband, as a father. I don't care. And then you got the bold audacity to reject the call, and then just you're a bad liar too.
Exactly.
Why would you take her to, like, if Jax is close enough to see you across the street, because this is the Optune hospital that everybody goes to, clearly my doctor, why would you take your side piece here? Your impregnated side piece here to get this test? She's supposed to be way across yonder 2 towns over somewhere in secret.
And why you there? Why you standing there too? And knowing she in the news because of Jabobo and his foolishness, she in the media. And she want to have this, dead football player son, child. She want that. And you in the way. You in the way, everybody's nerves, rejecting calls and stuff. And she's looking at you. I see you right there. She might have wanted to go to lunch or something. And you over here just tiptoeing, sneaking around. I cannot. I'm not him.
What you gonna explain with your old ass, Lewis?
Exactly. So we got Diddy Pop over here. You going to prison. We got Corey's dad talking about you need a good woman in your life. Although he doesn't seem like a good man at all, but you need a good woman in your life. And then Jax is like, so yeah, you got something you want to tell me because I already know what you got to tell me. The truth is in here somewhere in between all of this. Where is the truth at, Tyra?
First of all, I didn't care about this white tea man. Don't. we never were invested enough to be like, oh, we always knew he was corrupt. Get this criminal off the street. Him and all his micro slave references when he's talking to Jamarian. I don't know what's Jamarcus, JJ, good times. I don't know whatever
Adrian,
when it's so Adrian when he's talking to him. This just all feels like we wasted time and then we invested in this story for nothing. I'm hoping they save this and that there are episodes to make everything come full circle. But this man being the big fish didn't care about that. Meeting Cash's questionable father, like, how are we gonna make him say something grapey and try to make him a positive
a good at the same time?
In Cash's life at the same time. I was like, what? What are you talking about, sir? Ew. Ugh. I didn't like that. And I didn't care about Jax over there, smoking in Newport like she was going down like Mary J. Blige. Like, girl, get out of here, not behind Lewis, girl. If you don't please, he can go right back to that little ratty apartment he had when y'all were separated. Please, I didn't care. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I will see y'all shortly.
We will see you shortly. Live. That's right. Ashley, where is the truth in all of this?
Nowhere. The truth lies nowhere. Jax is smarter than your average bear, so we know that she was gonna find out about Lewis. This was all very predictable. Outside of Cash's father, Corey's father, I thought this was probably the most interesting thing that happened probably on the episode last night because he might be the diddler himself. I will say that him hitting on Jax and her throwing out the grape word was wild work to me. But I think they're leading up to something. And I actually think this is a clue to the lady we met in the Pinta, the first episode or the second episode that Corey was talking to. I think his daddy did something to that lady. And that's his effort for like trying to help her because I think he feels guilty or complicit in some way. His dad is a predator. I definitely think that's going to come out as the season progresses. But yeah, I don't care about Mark. Who cares about Mark? He's not one of our Marks. So we don't care about him. And Jax, go on and just leave that man and go sit on Corey. We know what's going to happen. Y'all, we know what this is.
Do you think they're over with the Diddy party story? Is this wrapped up, or are we going to go down the rabbit hole?
No. Corey Cash's daddy probably in on it too. It's probably Rusty. They're going to stretch this. We got 4 more episodes. They are going to enmesh this. Watch. It's going to be a mess.
Because why would it? Because I'm trying to figure out a reason why they brought his dad into this. It's got to be some more foolishness that's happening later on with his dad that they ain't telling us about. So what do we think is going to happen in episode 7 that we might not have already predicted?
I think we will learn more about Corey's relationship with his dad and probably go back and talk to his other client, right? Because he said he was taking this case for her behalf. And so I don't know if that was to set precedent or do whatever, but hopefully we get more info on his dad since his dad is in town. The less I see of Lewis, the better, but I'm sure they will have an epic breakup and Jax is going to go get some revenge smecks the same night. Okay. It's going to happen. We're going to see some smecks next episode. But yeah, I really don't have high hopes. I just hope I don't see them kids.
Because what do you? Okay, I know, and I really don't even care. But what do you think the secret drawer is? What's in there? You think you think he doing that snow? You think he doing some of that? You know.
I think it might be something sexual. I think he might be. I do. I don't think that fight was for no reason a couple episodes ago, and I think he'll probably be coming out or saying he's bi or something like that. They're gonna spin it. You know what happens. In the shows. That's probably what's in his little secret.
You think we're gonna go back to that?
I do. They love reusing the same narratives and tropes in all these shows. They love it. They can't get enough of it. And I hate to call it lazy, but it's like there's enough things that happen in real life that you can draw from than to reuse these same tropes and story ideations, I feel like. So
Yes, if you all watched episode 6, please drop in the chat. What do you think is in his son's drawer that the daughter ain't want to put? You think he's selling some stuff on the side? You think he's smoking a little something on the side? Or you think it has anything to do with his sexuality? Okay, what is he hiding? With the mom and the grandma he got, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at any of this. I really hope that ain't Lewis's baby and he leave that lady alone. Okay.
it's his.
She wanted to be Jamiroquai's son. Let her have that and leave her. Let her be in her whole piece. Maybe she want to settle down for real this time. I need to see Corey and I need to just see Corey, but not with Jax. But I want to see Corey. Just not with Jax, but more of him. And I need to know what they're doing with Chanel, because obviously now they care about the Diddy parties. But she's still sitting in that jail, running in that jail. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about that? And who killed Jamal is the question.
Lord. We still need to find out who unalived Jamarion, and hopefully by the finale we'll see it, because they like to play games. They'll probably drag it all the way out to episode 9 or 10, unfortunately.
I don't need it dragged out because if I'm pretty it's got to be somewhere between that cousin or something like that going down. But y'all, thank y'all for joining us this evening. Reasonable Doubt episode 6. Y'all know we will be right back here next Friday with Reasonable Doubt episode 7, and we got some other stuff coming up. Ashley, tell them what's going on My Sweet Perspective.
Oh, baby, a ton of uploads. Please run it up for the Menendez Brothers Monsters episode 1. My review and recap is up on the channel, as well as the Penguin, y'all. I really, really, really enjoyed episode 1 of the Penguin. My full review and recap is up for that. Don't forget, tomorrow, you guys, if you're a sweet pea, I'll be going live at noon, and we will just be having our weekly check-in. And then tomorrow night is the watch along. Y'all, this is going to be so fun. It is going to be hilarious. I promise you. We are watching Vampire in Brooklyn, and I believe it's streaming on Prime and Hulu. So if you don't have a membership, make sure that you are signed up on one of our channels so that you can hang out with us tomorrow night. It's a fun time. Bring your snacks, have your pajamas, and just make sure you're subscribed to everybody. Hit the notification bell. And as soon as you get off of here, go check out Tyra on Our Life in Horror tonight.
Absolutely. Also, go to my channel right now if you have not seen my interview with Harold Perrineau from the horror series From on MGM Plus. Go and check that out. If you don't watch From, I know you know Harold Perrineau. I know you know Murch. I know you know Link from The Matrix. I know you've seen him in Lost, Oz, what is it, Romeo and Juliet. This man, he has been in so much stuff pretty much my whole life. Go and check out that interview. Hit that like and subscribe on everybody's channel. And y'all know we're going to be right back here. Later on this evening for the Fine Man Fridays. Y'all asked for it. We're here. We're delivering. We'll be right back here at about 10:30 to hang out with y'all and do some late night foolishness, because apparently y'all like the late night foolishness. And just because we know y'all love the Fine Men, we gonna leave y'all with one more Fine Man from this, not Lewis, but we gonna leave y'all with a Fine Man to take y'all out of this episode. We gonna see y'all again this evening.
DJ Cardi.
Right back at ya. It's the world's most talented record label. Core DJs. And that angelic voice you hear in the background. Oh, that's our princess of hip hop and R&B. Yeah.
Hey, Curdy, let's go, man.
Boy,